Today I'm going to talk about the website remodel that Airbnb had in 2014 and why they did it, why you should be getting a similar website remodel, how it increased their sales monumentally, how it increased their leads, how changing your website for most people is basically like changing the business model, which we'll get into later, and lastly, why you need this. So this is going to be one heck of a ride. So let's get into it. Look, this is for context because I know most of you have never heard of the website remodel of Airbnb. So this is just so that you have context. Airbnb is a popular online marketplace, and oh my god, I ain't reading that. Let me just tell you, my bro science logic. Look, Airbnb is basically where people, like anybody, put their location up for like a vacation rental sale. So anybody can put their place out as a sort of like hotel like thing, and people can just book like nights with them, and they pay them on a nightly basis. So that's basically what it is. And so this platform, it was so unique, it was so different that it instantly got like thousands and tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of viewers. So in 2014, Airbnb thought, okay, I think it's time for a remodel, and they went and they took a comprehensive website redesign that aimed to transform its digital presence. The redesign focused on several key areas. So now we're going to talk about the key areas of which the redesign focused on. Before and after of the logo. Now, some geeks, some dorks will come at me right now like, the website isn't, the logo isn't part of the website, and why are you including it in this video? Because bro, nobody asked. I'm putting the logo here, but because I think the logo is super important. Because Airbnb, like think about it, Airbnb is 100% online. If you're going to be 100% online, like if you're going to have some brick and mortar or retail store, like sure, like I don't really care. Because you can get leads anyway. But when the internet is your only thing, your logo is pretty damn important because people look at it the entire time. Now, which one would you... Like, imagine you knew nothing of Airbnb, and the only thing that you knew of Airbnb were these two logos. Which one would you give your money? Of which one would you trust with your hard-earned money? That logo, any time of the week. So, don't overlook this, guys. And please, if there's a dork saying that logo has nothing to do with web design, get out of here. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have a logo that looks good, I have an AI tutorial on how to make the cleanest looking logos you'll ever see. So check that out. I'll put it in a card above there. See how fancy I'm getting as a YouTuber? I'm an actual YouTuber right now. Look. Oh crap. Like the bubble with my head is too small, but the card gonna be up there. So check that out. Before and after of the homepage. Like this is when we're gonna get into the meat and the real stuff of the website. This homepage, it actually looked good before. I'm gonna give it to them. For a website pre-2014, this is actually an amazing website homepage. Now just take a look at that. The only thing that really sticks out, like from a bird's eye view, is that the contrast between the pizza and the text, like the heading and the call to action text, it's very bad. The contrast, they should have made the pizza thing a lot darker. I don't think this was the permanent image because I have never thought of Airbnb or thought of it as pizza. So I think that's just a random image that pops up every time you refresh. But I will tell them that that's a pretty newbie mistake, the contrast error. However, in the after, think of how much more straightforward it is. Not only is it cleaner, not only is it a lot easier to see what it's about, not only can you see the menu bar up there a lot easier, not only does the logo pop out a lot more, it's a lot more straightforward. When you click on the before thing, the first thing that you look at is the pizza. Like that's just what draws your attention the most. However, in the new one, the first thing you think is like, what does that where, when, and guests mean? And oh my god, let me scroll down and look at explore Airbnb pics. However, that you would not have that in the before website. So that's a big improvement because that's basically the goal that Airbnb wants. The only thing that Airbnb wants is people to click on Airbnb like listings. Like we'll get into that right now. Next. Oh my god. Look how clean that difference is. Like people like the normies, all the normies here on Reddit and YouTube will just say like, that's just the same thing. take a better look. Because if you think about it, I've already said this so many times, but Airbnb is purely digital. So so the goal that Airbnb wants is that you, the viewer, or as many viewers as possible, click on as many listings as possible and buy as many like nights of rentals as possible. So the whole like the chinks in the business are all listings. The income of the business is made out of the listings. So improving the listings, even if it's 1% better, will literally generate them thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. This is genuinely like, even though like people like, the only difference is the price thing. Analyze it. What can we see here? The price here, the font changed. It's not up here. It looks a lot cleaner. They put it over there. They took away the ugly bold title, stunning city center apartment. They removed that. They added the fact that there's one bed. They removed the image, even though I find they could have added the image over there in a clean, modern fashion, but that doesn't matter. And it looks amazing. This is where the main changes come from. Think of how much money Airbnb has made. Think of the increase in income Airbnb would have had comparing just a slightly worse model of the listing compared with a more modern one. It's genuinely, even though it's such a slight difference, it's genuinely hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions. Next, choices based on statistics. The reason that the remodel of Airbnb was so successful is because every single choice, every single remodel, every single UX and UI design change was made based on statistics. The company had actual hardcore facts about how the website performed before. They could see it. They looked at their analytics. They analyzed the analytics and they saw, in these pages of the website, people were spending this much time and the attention of the viewer was spread on this part of the website, and the target audience that we want to achieve was actually looking at this part of the website, even though that we want the target audience to look at the listings. But still, they were too drawn to the pizza, so that's why we were possibly losing clients, because the attention hierarchy of the website was screwed. And that's just like possible thoughts they could have been having through their head. But the main thing is not like what thoughts they were having. The main thing is how they were thinking of them. Look, I understand that you probably are not in this situation. You are not a huge like professional business that looks at their online things so holistically. You're not like one of these people that look at the website analytics and the Google Search Console and they look like how long every viewer spends on each page and what percentage of people click on what buttons and all that things. And all those things, even though that's very useful data to have, this redesign would still impact your business hugely. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason this would impact your business so massively is because, as I said, if you're a business that is largely online, like this probably doesn't relate to you if you have only a retail like online clothing, physical clothing, and you're selling like physical stuff, this may not apply to you this much. But I'm talking if your business is largely online, like an e-commerce store, any change that you make to the UI will lead to UX changes. And everybody knows that UX changes means more leads, more happy customers, more money. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this, just email me on info@proplan.tech. And oh my god, it's bedtime. So